Hello, this is Jonathan Porterfield of Eco Cars, and another great hybrid eco-friendly car. It's the Toyota Prius. It's the T Spirit. It's in one of the best colours, black, and has one of the best trims, black leather. So we're very popular, these are, in this colour, trim and spec. So it's registered 25th of September 2007 on a 57 plate, showing two owners, one for just 12 months and then after that a private individual. So show you around some of the basic features. Being the T Spirit, we get the reversing camera, large nice carnivorous type boot, and with these back seats drop down it turns into a huge space, almost like a van. Rear parcel cover shelf. Under here we have a little basically like a sort of extra storage hidey hole, which is good to store valuables in, and underneath here we have this space saver spare wheel. So nice big boot. The rear seats drop down like most big estates in a 70-30 split, and as you've seen, it's got nice full black leather. So just showing you the basics with a little armrest there, 3 rear headrests, 3 rear inertia seat belts, and you also have Isofix on this Toyota Prius as well. Door cards are very nice and clean, mat pockets in the rear of the front seats, the obligatory cup holder, and 4 official fabric overmats in all 4 footwells, which were the Toyota supplied ones. A side impact bag in the airbag in the front seats. Rear door cards, got electric windows in the rear, upgraded hi-fi in the T Spirit as well. So looking in the front, we have the driver's seat. It's not showing any signs of undue wear. There are no holes to any of the fabric or upholstery. It's all very nice and clean. It still has that slight hint of leathery smell as well. Front foot mat, and under here with the official Toyota Prius floor mat, just showing a little bit of wear there, but nothing undue. And of course underneath here the carpet is perfect. So it's a very nice clean Toyota Prius. Driver's seat is height adjustable. Driver's door card, got leather inserts, 4 electric windows, with the driver's window being a one-shot automatic downwards. Isolate the electric windows, lock all the doors, and electrically operated wing mirrors too. Now 2 keys, both remotes, and this was actually the supplying Toyota dealer, which was Gordon Lamb Toyota Sheffield, and they've also got a record of all the services as well, which I can will show you from the service book in a moment. So to start a Prius, we take one of the keys, pop it in this slot, put your foot on the brake, press power. The car is on. It is now running. I'll show you the guaranteed mileage there. You can see it in the camera if the camera can focus. 52,308 miles, and this may be a little higher as we should be using this vehicle ourselves. Has the normal stalks for the wipers and the indicator and the lights. Lots of features on the T Spirit, which can be controlled from the centre or from the steering wheel. I'll run through them very briefly. We have cruise control, we have recirculate to demist the front screen, heated rear screen, Bluetooth phone, which is very easy to pair up to your phone, voice activation, very very clever.
Please say the command after beep.
Audio on.
Turning audio system on.
Which is very very useful. And you can also turn it off from the front centre of the dashboard. You can control the air conditioning, and also in sat-nav mode, which is here, you can actually program in your home address, and from anywhere in Europe press the map, say home, and it will basically take you home. We have an information screen as well, which gives you the current state of what you're doing. So basically that's the battery charge, and when we're moving it tells you whether it's pulling drive from the battery or from the engine. Just to show you, over the last 5 miles I've averaged 62 miles to the gallon, which is pretty good for this size car. What else have we got? We've got reverse in camera. It's extremely useful. That black area is the black back bumper, along with just a little bit of the number plate, so very useful for reversing up to objects. Also has park assist, which I can show you, which is activated from this button and basically enables the car to park itself. It's very good, it's very clever. You would use it once, but in reality you wouldn't use it every day because it's a bit of a faff. We have an EV button here, which basically holds the car in EV mode. Again, I'll explain that to you when you come to look at the vehicle. Lots of information about the gearbox on the internet. It's a CVT gearbox. Basically you set D for drive and it appears on the dashboard. You've also obviously got neutral, reverse and then park. And we've got B for engine braking, which again I can explain that to you when you come to look at the vehicle. Lots of useful storage, cubby holes, very usable, very easy to live with the Prius. We've sold lots of these, must be getting on for 50 odd now. Nice storage area under here, and down here we have an auxiliary power point, and also, if the camera can focus, a little auxiliary jack for your MP3 player. There we go, just down there, which then can be played through the auxiliary channel of the radio system, which is a 6 CD changer, and basically lots and lots of features on the Prius. Operate different to other vehicles. I'll show you some of the documents. The locking wheel nut key is here. Also a quick reference guide. If you've never had a Prius and you forget how to start one, there's a little reference card there for new drivers. All the manuals are here. The operating system, how the car works, the sat nav booklet, so everything that came with the car when it was brand new is here in the wallet, along with all the service check sheets from Toyota, all serviced by Gordon Lamb Limited in Sheffield, showing all the services, so that's good to see, which I'll also show you in the document section, which I'll go straight to now. So the warranty booklet is here, the service booklet rather, and just to show you, the service intervals on a Prius for every 12 months or every 10,000 miles. So it's been serviced at 9,900, 19,700, 29,000, 33,000. Now that was because it was a year, so serviced at 30, its next was due at 40, but 12 months later, so the 8th of June 09, the 2nd of June 10, they didn't do that many miles. Where are we? 4,000 miles, but they still had its service, which is lovely to see on the 12-month side of the car. Next was due at 40, which would have been, well, was done at 40, which would have been due at 50, and the next service, which would have been 60,000 miles, was done at 50. So it's had more services than is actually needed on the miles, but it's been serviced on the dates, which is lovely to see. So last serviced at 50,000 miles on the 11th of June 2012, so next due at 60,000 miles or the 11th of June 2013. Great full Toyota service history. Looking at the registration document, I'll try and take out the plastic with one hand. There we go. One previous keeper, United Road Transport Union Limited, and they had it for just under 12 months, and then it was bought by this gentleman in Sheffield. So the date of registration is there, 25th of September 07. It's classed as an alternative fuel car, and at 104 grams per kilometre CO2, it's just £10 a year to tax. It's 2 MOTs, because it's now a 5-year-old car, are here. So the first MOT was done 25th of September 2010. Yes, when it would have been 3 years old. It's done on August the 27th, because you can do them a month early, and that was at 35,000 miles. And then the current MOT, which was completed on the 5th of September, again it was early, 2011, it was done at 44,000 miles. So next is due September the 25th 2012, but we are that close. We're within the month nearly, because where are we now? We're the 26th of August. So yes, we will MOT this for another 12 months. So the MOT will now be valid till the 25th of September 2013. So we'll make sure that is done next week. So great service history, 12 months MOT when you come to collect the vehicle. V5 is here, and all the documents that came with the car are here as well. Other features, got airbags in the driver's steering wheel, front passenger airbag, airbag in the A-pillar, the sides of the seats, and also in the rear C-pillars. Lots of other features, lots of other storage, etc. So everything works as it should. Now I'll walk you around the outside of the car to point out any faults, and one rather disappointing fault is this piece of trim here, which did have one of those plug-in air fresheners which slots into the slot, and unfortunately at some point it has leaked and has taken off the silvering of this piece of trim. Now I'm going to inquire with Toyota to see how much a new piece of trim is to fit, so I just want you to make you aware there's a little bit of paint missing on that trim there. So before I walk you around the rest of the car, pointing out the faults that I can find, I'll take you now for a short test drive. So welcome to the test drive. So my foot on the brake, the key is in the dashboard. Press power. The car is up and running. Take the foot brake off. Gauge D for drive. Pull away gently. There we go. We're up and away. Very quiet and very smooth. Petrol engine just kicked in just to get us going. I'm going to come off the throttle because we're going down a slight hill. The engine is now off. We're basically in effect using the momentum of the car. We don't need the petrol engine on, so why have it on? No clonks from the car, it goes around the corners fine, no undue noises. Oh, just coming to a stop, some temporary traffic lights, there we go, back on green. So petrol engine is not yet come on. If you squeeze the throttle about 1 millimetre, you can just propel it just on the battery mode, or in EV mode, that will hold it in battery mode. Which again I can explain all that when you come to look at the car. So very quiet. Lovely to drive, very easy to live with, and great on the motorway. Very quiet, very refined, and sits quite happily at any speed on the motorway. Go to accelerate, petrol engine kicks in, moves us up 40-50 miles an hour, just ease off the throttle, petrol engine switches off. We're actually now regenerating some electricity back into the battery. So it's got that good regen facility on the motors. So if you're not using the electricity to move the car and you come off the throttle, well then the momentum of the car will create electricity, put it back in the battery. Very clever system. And not a new technology, it's been around since 1996. So where are we? 16 years. So very well proven way of moving a car. And there we are at a stop, total silence. So that concludes the test drive. I'll take you now for a final walk around this Prius. So welcome back from the test drive. I'll walk you around the car. The windscreen is chip free. Not any problems with that at all. The front tyre, I'd say, is a good 5-6 millimetres on that. The front brake discs have been replaced, which is a common thing with Prius being automatics. And these plastic wheel trims are slightly scuffed on this one. These are about £30 to replace from Toyota. Wing mirror is fine. Looking at this rear tyre again, lots of tread. I'd say 5-6 millimetres again on all four tyres, but 5-6 mil on that trim. The rear disc is fine. This rear plastic wheel trim is nigh on perfect on there. The other fault that is quite serious, it's been damaged when it's come off the transporter, which is rather disappointing. So in 2 days time this is going into the body shop to have these deep gouges removed from this door, so this will be repaired this week. So I always like to be upfront about any bodywork damage we've had done. The rear of the bumper is fine. There's the odd tiny mark and scuff, but nothing of any serious consequence. The other corner is fine as well. This rear wheel trim is perfect. Disc is fine. Again, the rear tread, I'd say good 5-6mm on that as well. Side of this car is perfect. So perfect, tiny little mark there that may well polish out. Wing mirror is fine. This front wheel, again, fairly recent, that is, a good 6-7mm on that. And as with most cars, the near side front wheel has scuffing to the plastic wheel trim where it's been curbed. Again, the brake disc is fine on that side. Tiny scratch there, that may well polish out. Front of the car, the bumpers and the corners are fine. All Prius tend to suffer from some stone chipping because of the shape, so these will touch in, which we will get the paint shop to touch these in. So there's quite a few stone chips to the front edge of the bonnet. So the windscreen's fine. It's taxed till the end of September, but because it's just £10, I'll tax it for 12 months. That is how generous I am. Full tank of fuel, taxed for 12 months, MOT'd for 12 months, in the best trim, with leather, just 52,000 miles, full Toyota history. Lots of Prius about, but none in this spec with this mileage and with this in this condition as well. So thanks for watching. If you have any questions about this or any of our vehicles, please feel free to give me, Jonathan, a call anytime. Thank you.